He's been real easy to work with, to train. He's easygoing. We do a lot of morning workouts here, and he's running the steps. I put a rope around him, have him pull me, and all kinds of stuff that guys would kind of dread. But I honestly think with Cian, the harder the workout, the more he enjoys it. He likes being pushed, and in both training and sparring.
I was down at 3rd Avenue, which is downtown Pittsburgh, and I was working out down there mostly and just helping out the owner, Jimmy Savetic. And he came up to me one day and said, there's this kid going to be coming in, he's from Ireland, and he used to fight, but he hasn't fought for about 10 years. And he wants to start working out, and I was like, so what? What's it got to do with me? He goes, what would you mind looking at him? And I said, fine, okay. So he came down and, I met him. He started working out, and at that point, he looked like to me, what I call a typical European amateur fighter, where they stand kind of real straight, they jump in, they throw a punch, they jump back out. And I said to the owner, Jimmy Savetic, I said, the only good thing right at this point, he hasn't been beaten up because he's been out of it for such a long time. They decided to let him spar one night with this other fighter that was down there. And it was like somebody unleashed a caged animal. He came out of the corner, and this other fighter was known for beating people up. And he tried, and Cian just hauled off and almost put him through a wall, literally almost put him through a wall. And Jimmy looked at me and he says, do you think you'd train him? And I went, oh yeah, I'll train him. Because what he showed, you can't teach somebody. You can't teach somebody to have what they used to call a long time ago a killer instinct, or the instinct to want to fight.
When it's a very tough sparring session, you can tell he enjoys that.
Cian has probably gotten the best sparring of any pro in this area, and that's due to Mike.
Cian's a tough fighter, and so the guys that we've had him in with, they've appreciated the work. We've had guys come here. We've traveled. We go to Youngstown. We go to Cleveland. We've gone to West Virginia, up to the sticks outside of PA, little coal towns, and people appreciate when you come up and travel to give their guys good work. Got Cian a lot of sparring with some really good southpaws. In Youngstown and around here, Darnell Boone, who has fought everybody in the light heavyweight, super middleweight division. Zach Page, who's a heavyweight, and he's fought everybody. He's fought all over the world, and a lot of good local amateurs around here as well. Eric Harris and JT Brackett, who Harris is a southpaw and JT switches up. So he got a lot of good work.
We're here to see Cian Dalton here to fight tonight. This is our 3rd bus trip in a row. We always make it last, we always make it great. always make it a bit messy and a bit weird. But not weird,
Always a bit
Good
weird.
Good weird.
Good weird.
Good weird, you know? So here.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Cian, fucking Keno. Been to every fight, man. Brilliant.
I met Cian through a mutual friend in college. So like we were on this island called Flores, and we climbed the volcano, and I used to like time him running up the mountains, and because like he was always kind of into boxing and stuff, so like he always wanted to know his times and all this kind of stuff. So he always wanted to beat his times. So like we were on top of this volcano, and he just went down to the bottom of it, and I just timed him coming up, and then like he'd take a break, he'd go back down, and I'd time him coming back up again, and he always just wanted to beat it, like, you know, because he's very dedicated. So yeah, just went everywhere, but he was always just there and thereabouts in his fitness, everything else, thinking about boxing. So now the day has come and he's become a professional, and
That's fucking convincing.
Yeah, well, boxing's always been on my mind. Like, I gave it up for a while and went to college and went down the career path for a while, but it was always, everywhere I went, everywhere I moved, I brought my gear, I was ready, always thinking I'd go back. But Pittsburgh, something about Pittsburgh just being, it's a tough working class town with a very, very strong boxing tradition. So really what made me stay there was meeting Rich, coach, and we seemed to see something in each other, and once we had that relationship formed, it was that was very easy to stick with it. You know, having the right coach, the right team. Yeah, I mean, Mike is officially my cuts man. He's an excellent cuts man. He's known around the area. He works with a lot of other pros. He's also very good at wrapping hands, and other than that, you know, he's my manager. You know, me and Rich have worked on all the technical and even the mental aspects, but you know, without Mike, we wouldn't know what we're doing in terms of fights and venues and opponents and sparring and selling tickets. Oh, my fans are you know, the best part about all this. They keep me motivated to keep training. I couldn't ask for better fans.
Obviously, I'm biased. Like, gonna go for the clear man, Cian Dalton, like 100%.
They arrive on a bus. It's known as the Booze Bus now. Leaves from the south side in Pittsburgh, and they've been known to take a couple of drinks. They're the loudest people in the venue every time they come. There's probably 100, 150 of them, but they outmatch 1,000 or 2,000 of some of the other fans sometimes. So I can just imagine if this keeps progressing and fights get bigger, they're going to get louder and they're going to get wilder. Boxing is just it's inside me. It's natural. It's a natural thing to me. I'm most at ease, most myself when I'm moving around throwing punches. It's endlessly challenging. You never know what you're going to face. You can never be over prepared. You can never be too fit. You never know what your opponent's going to do. I find it very hard just to sit at a chair in an office and come home satisfied and go to sleep. Just wouldn't do it. Sometimes I feel like it'd be as hard to not do it as it is to do it.